We boycotting. Matter of fact, if Terry go, we going.
If you have not checked out yesterday's video, shame on you. What are you waiting for? The people were speaking live from training camp. It's probably one of the best videos on the channel. Go check that out.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
Stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's no beginner, she's confident.
On inside training camp, usually I give a handshake when a guy leaves, but I tried to shake the hand on the way up. He said, no. Got a little jam my finger today. Jam my finger. Oh, was I not supposed to say that? I don't think so. All right, edit that part out. Just strike that. That didn't happen.
Nah, did y'all peep my man Deebo face though? He looks so throwed off, I ain't gonna lie. It just seems like everybody have it out for Deebo Samuel. Cause even when he's in the right, he's in the wrong. Social media blows up yesterday after an awkward encounter happened with Michael Garoppolo from NFL Network and Deebo Samuel discussing his injury. Let's talk about it. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video. And in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be breaking down Deebo Samuel and Michael Garoppolo from NFL Network's awkward exchange. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Also subscribe to Fourth and One and the Burgundy Breakdown. Those links are down below in the description. So we have yesterday Deebo Samuel getting injured at practice. I was live, boots on ground in Ashburn, and I literally saw it front and center. Right? It was one of the last few plays of practice, and Jaden fired the ball across the middle to Deebo Samuel off the hands of Deebo Samuel. And immediately when I saw him, I seen him hold his hand. And of course, with him being one of the new acquisitions to the roster and being one of the biggest offseason players that we added, it was a little scary because you don't know what it in fact was. He was holding his hand, walking off, squatting down. But my immediate thought was, okay, it's probably a jammed finger. I mean, you know, JD5 do throw some passes with a little hot sauce on him, so maybe it was a jammed finger, some of that nature. So after practice, they had the whole media scrum. Deebo spoke with NFL Network, and apparently Michael Garoppolo aired out that he had an injury or something like that, or had something that he had said that was like kind of not supposed to be said, as his co-host was like, uh-oh, and then he tried to say, edit that out.
Oh, was I not supposed to say that? I don't think so. All right, edit that part out.
Then Deebo Samuel was kind of looking at him like, you clown, you side-eyeing him. And he's like, okay, I'll just give him a left hand fist bump or something like that, because he spoke on an injury that wasn't supposed to be disclosed. And social media took that and ran with it, as even though Deebo Samuel's the pure victim here and has nothing that he did wrong, people are calling him he's a punk, he's a crybaby and all. I'm just like, man, these people genuinely have it out for Deebo Samuel for whatever reason. And since he's been here in Washington, he has had nothing but great vibes, great energy. Teammates love him. Like, what is this hate for Deebo coming from? When he was in San Francisco, he was a hell of a good player, and y'all loved him in San Francisco. But all of a sudden, the NFL is turning on him. And I think this is adding yet another fuel to the fire for him this season. Let alone was being traded away enough, a contract year for him enough, but he hears all the noise. All the media outlets constantly ask him about all the criticism that he's faced this offseason, and he simply kept it professional. He said they got to talk about something, man. Media gonna be media. And I don't think this was another this was probably another like prime example of this happening, right? Because you may be like, Juan, it wasn't that serious of an injury, but until the team put something out official about his status, whether it was an injury or not, you don't say anything. I don't think you're supposed to say anything unless the team officially puts it out there, and that's broken news, because now you've created a whole nother story and a whole nother distraction for Washington, as we already have enough with the Terry McLaurin situation, with Brandon Coleman going down with an injury, even though we're not sure the severity of it. You now created a whole nother issue that is going to cause more media attention on the Washington Commanders, because we already know what they think about Deebo Samuel. He's fat, he's out of shape, he's injury prone. Now something small like this, where he's probably have a jammed finger, jammed hand, whatever may have you, something small like that, you aired it out on socials and on a media platform like NFL Network. You know what I mean? But even still, Deebo, he kept it professional, he kept it cool, still did his thing, still went out there, and I really cannot wait to see him play. I really can't. One of the biggest positives, and I know it's not many because you want 1-7 out there, but one of the biggest positives of 17 not being out there is the connection with Deebo Samuel and Jaden Daniels. If I had to rank them right now, from based off of what I've seen from all we heard from practice and the 2 times I was out there in Ashburn and I got to witness it, if there's not a connection that's better than Zach Ertz and Jaden Daniels in terms of comfortability, Deebo Samuel is probably number 2. He loves Zach Ertz. He's comfortable with Zach Ertz. But Deebo Samuel, I feel, is a close second. And I don't think it's going to be seamless for Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin to just pick up where they left off last year. Obviously, a lot of missed time. But early on in this season, if you see Deebo Samuel having more attempts, more passes thrown his way, it's probably going to be because he's more comfortable with Deebo. And I treat it as if it was the Noah Brown situation from a couple months ago. Remember when Noah Brown got carted off and we were there to just speculate the status of the injury? What was it? What happened? We really didn't know. We was all in limbo. I was going crazy thinking it was a torn ACL, torn something, because he got carted off. And we were left in limbo the whole entire summer until they reported the training camp. And when they reported the training camp, he was on a physically unable to perform list. Although we are technically in season, preparing for the September and the fall, I don't think you're supposed to just disclose injuries without the team's consent. So I look at it as that. Like, the team probably was trying to hide it. Probably wasn't trying to make it that big of a deal. Because, quite frankly, it's not. He still went on media row after practice. He still was out there running around. He looked fine. It just so happened to be something very minute in that standard. Now, what I will say about Deebo Samuel from just my overall view of it is the routes are clean. He looks in shape. He's not fat. He looks happy. The energy is there. And I cannot wait to see what him and 17 creates this upcoming season. He wants him out there. They asked him about it yesterday. He's like, 17, no, I want him out there.
But to get back to 17, I've been in this situation before. I'm pretty sure you done been in this situation plenty of times. And I'm a guy that not try to get too deep in what the business side of things, but at the end of the day, 17, I want you out here.
You want him out here?
I want him out here for sure. No matter how long it take, I understand the business side of things, but whenever it happens, we're going to hit the ground rolling, man.
You know what I mean? I've been through this whole entire contract negotiation phase before. You have too, talking to Santana Moss. Like, they know that this stuff happens. And on the brinks of McLaurin requesting a trade, he's out there signing pictures with the fans, or taking pictures with the fans. Dapping up Josh Hurst, the owner, hugging Jaden Daniels' mom. If he genuinely wanted to be traded from this team, do you think he would be out there? Do you think that would be happening? This deal is going to get done. It's going to get even for both sides. I think we're going to come to a common ground, and I think we'll be able to move on past this and focus on the importance of the 2025 regular season. And the importance of the 2025 regular season is making sure you have Terry McLaurin out there, because you talking about him being traded or potential suitors makes no sense, because then you're left with Deebo Samuel and the rest of the crew, And that's not why you traded for Deebo Samuel in the first place. So that in itself, with me, not me already believing Terry McLaurin won't be traded just because my intuition and what I know, and it just doesn't make sense, that literally goes against your offseason plan if they were to do that. Your plan was to bring in Laramie Tunsil to protect Jaden Daniels to allow him more time to connect with Terry McLaurin and connect with Deebo Samuel. You brought in Deebo Samuel to give Terry McLaurin some help and not allow him to have to be the only legit option. So what sense does it make to trade him? That's why I know it's not happening. And the way these players talk about him, Jeremy Reeves spoke about him yesterday. Deebo again. Like, these players speak highly of him and they say, we love 1-7. I got his back, but we know he'll be here. You can't say the same for Micah Parsons, who Micah Parsons came out and said he does not want to be in Dallas. I don't want to be here. Now, ultimately, I think he'll get his contract extension as well. But that's different from Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin didn't make a public statement that requested his trade. He just did this as a last-ditch effort to get as much money as possible out of the team, but he'll sign. He'll sign. My delusion has it that he'll sign August 15th, my birthday. That's when I think he'll sign. But it wouldn't surprise me if it's September or something, but the moral of the story is he'll be here. And him and Deebo will be able to create a memorable 2025 season, and hopefully it's just the start of something special. Because when I tell you he has the biggest chip on his shoulder and the media does nothing but put the battery in the back of Deebo Samuel, they don't know what they're charging up. They're acting like this guy wasn't one of the best weapons in 2019, and is he far removed from that? We'll see. I'm not expecting that kind of production out of him, but why all of a sudden do we act like he's just this scrub and just this punching bag? It seems he can't do nothing without getting clowned on. But that's all going to come to an end once the season gets here and he starts frying. And then you're going to start to see other people say, oh, I'm sorry, Deebo, or what was all that y'all were talking about Deebo, the people that were defending him from day one, right? Like, you're going to see it happens year in and year out, bro. That's why you can't really entertain stuff like this. You can't. But there you have it. I'm going to get up out of here. Quick little video. Awkward encounter between NFL Network, Michael Garoppolo, and Deebo Samuel in regards to him exposing an injury that probably shouldn't have been exposed until the team was ready. If it is in fact an injury, he could have probably put some ice on it and been good. But now it's probably a bigger story than what it is, because now we have to keep an eye out for his injury. And I will say this, I get the beat reporters put something out in regards to Deebo holding his hand and whatnot, so I know the reporters probably report on it, but that's different. They're actual team beat reporters, so that is something different to say, you know, he went down holding his hand, opposed to going on national media and saying he has a sprained hand or like a jammed hand or jammed finger or something like that. And it's like creating a whole narrative that didn't need to be created. But it's all good. Deebo, I can't wait for you to show out and go crazy, man. The fans love him. It's like a different level of excitement anytime he does anything else compared to anybody else. And we love the whole team, of course. But when he does something at training camp, it gets a different kind of spark out of the crowd and the fan base opposed to other players. So we all riding for him, and I can't wait to see what he does this upcoming season. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Quick little video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Helps the Washington Commanders on the road to 11,000 subscribers. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.